Itu Shopane. What's happening, my dog?
Nah, I'm alright, and you?
I'm so happy to have you here, dog.
Good, bro.
I really am, dog. I'm really happy that we're getting down to sit again and speak.
Did you do a guard of honor for him?
Yeah, we need to give him a guard of honor, bro.
He's a champion again. He's a champion
again. I told him yesterday on the phone
that
he has this luck when it comes down to playoffs.
Yeah, it actually seems so.
Swallows. Right? Now yesterday.
Yeah,
man. It was, but this one was different because, you know, I've never played in the Municipal League.
Yeah.
So coming into the league was, I wouldn't say I struggled, but you know, the tempos are different, you know, from the Premier League.
Was it high or low? A lot higher?
Yeah, I feel like being used to playing in a stadium and ending up playing in a school field, you know.
It's very different.
So it's different, you know. So for me, it took just more than just thinking about playing the game, but maybe even a training, you know, try to understand the boys, because some of them, I would say, maybe in our team, 80% or 70% comes from just being an amateur player, you see. So the mindset and all of that is different. So the way we're going to push in the field, it's a little bit different. So I think with our team, the team that I had, it's been a team that's been around for so many times and so many years, playing a lot of tournaments and different organizations of football, but behind closed doors. So when the spotlight came on, it was an oiled machine team, you know. So that's why we managed to just win without even conceding. You know, first time in the playoffs, the team we played against, they went to playoffs in the final. They went to playoffs 6 times.
Really?
Wow. Only to go through now. You know? So we went just once, you know, and
you went through.
Things just happened.
But I saw how much it meant to you guys yesterday, no?
Yeah,
I see all the pictures posted online, like how excited the boys were. And it looked like you guys had a close knit, like you guys were close.
Because
there's a Shopane luck somewhere.
There's Shopane luck all over there.
Because I would say also with the guys, I could say we came into the team as ex-professionals. You know, there was Tsidiso Tukana, you know, me, Sheldon van Wyk, they were from Maritzburg.
Yeah, I know.
There's the holding midfielder that played in the final, Kyle Akay. You know, he had a trial overseas not so long ago. You know, so we also had Joshua, that I promoted, the guy that I played with, Souls. I played with him at Swallows. So there was, who's next? Obviously the boys from development that came through Kifilwe, you know. So there's just a structure of even Sbuda, Stars of Africa, you know.
I remember him.
Mache, Stars of Africa, you know, the centre back developed at Highlands. So it wasn't just a...
There's like a bunch of guys in there.
Yeah, there were a bunch of guys that put the team together, you know. That's why we managed to make sure that but let's get this promotion.
And then amongst those guys, like, how's the mood? Because you'll find that, I mean, they've got you in there and all of these other guys you've just mentioned. A lot of you have played in the highest of levels, right? I mean, you played in what I like to call the mezzanine. It's like there's the PSL, and then there's the mezzanine, and then there's like the NFD. You've played in there. You've got a lot of guys that have played, you know, between those 2 levels. And I'm sure, like, for a lot of them, it's really exciting to go a level up, close to where they've been before. How's like the excitement between those guys?
It's amazing because one guy was like, if we don't go through, I'm going to retire. You see?
Wow,
so
crazy.
That's Tsidiso Tukana, he's 36, and he scored the goal to make us go through.
You won 1-0.
He scored that goal. You know, as much as he said, if we don't go through, I'm going to retire. He's 36, you can understand. You know, but
that makes sense,
he managed to make everybody's wishes and dreams, you know, that little bit of a push in your career, because this can also change your mentality, you know, because like I said, most of the guys were amateurs.
Yeah.
So now coming into the professional setup, you know, there's that little bit of someone doesn't have to tell you, but you'll know that, okay, now
it's a switch.
I'm playing professional. Now I can take home more than 10K. You know, now I can at least buy food at home. I can at least help at home, you know. So a lot of things can change, you know. Your life will change, you know, the way the people around you look at you and your community, because most of the guys are from Westbury, you know. They're from Eldos, you know, so where to the team is in the communities where it's known for corruption, being naughty and stuff. So a professional team in that community, it can also motivate young ones, you know, that, hey, you know what, I'm not looking forward to grow up and leave football along the way, start smoking, you know, start trying to make a living out of getting fast cash. So now they can at least say, hey, there's a team in our community.
You know. So and with the guys that you with now, like the cohorts, you know, everyone that you've played with, you've already played in the Clan Africa and you've won it before, right? Yes. Do you think with the squad that you have right now, you've got the right guys to like even push?
Yeah, the squad is there.
Yeah.
I think even we have very, very smart coaches.
Oh, nice.
One of the assistant coaches, we worked with him at Chiefs.
Yeah.
So we have very smart coaches that are very brave and ambitious, you see. So I believe that if they go and sign, like I spoke to him, like, hey, you need to speak to our coach that you come and play again, you know? Because I can see that with how the system and everything, it can fit someone that understands that I still have to learn and adapt in football than to go and find an ex-professional that's not willing to learn. Their best.
Like not willing to learn, improve.
Good thing with that team, even the chairman is young. You know, so it's not like he just wants to grow with the team. He wants to grow with the team. Like the speech he gave after the tournament was, I'm not gonna release anyone. But if you have a better offer, I will let you go.
But I just want to keep everyone.
But everyone that's here, I'm going to keep them. So it gives everybody a platform that, okay, if I can't make it with this team, but this team can help me do better so I can be seen by someone else. As much as we went to playoffs, I can say a lot of scouts wanted a lot of boys in our team, you know. So for them, it can be a dream come true. You know, you were playing in a third division. If a Premier League team wants you, you know, what do you do?
And now you'll see a lot of them are going to be playing on TV regularly, right?
So
and I can't imagine the amount of confidence that it gives you to know that, you know, the club wants you, like they want you to.
It gives
you a different level of confidence.
It's very big. So with Swallows winning the title, hey, it was hard. It was very hard.
I always hear stories about. I always hear.
You guys had a team.
We had a team, and good thing about Swallows is that they managed to get a lot of loaned players, but young players.
Young players who were very hungry.
And the team was mostly, I don't know, but the squad was not a lot. We were 26. And in that squad, they had like 9 loaned players. And those 9 players will always be in the team. So it's not like they started afresh. So, but then they just managed to get those particular players that can do the job. And it happened that they buy status from MQADI, first season back into the Premier League. So it was very hard because first thing, we come from development. We're not used to fighting for a title. You know, we're not used to playing games like this, knowing the intention is to win. You know, not to draw, not to lose, just to win, you know, and knowing that the coach can be fired and the next coach can fire you, know?
And you know, for you, this guy might get fired, but you will go back to your parent team.
You know what I mean?
So the stakes are different for everyone. That is in here. You have guys like Abu Vuyomere, Lebuhang Mokwena, those are OGs, and you'll find that with them, they taking this as like, this is our last opportunity.
Yes, you know, and
we have to
they
make
needed
something
more.
out of this.
And in them, they needed it more because that was the only way you can get into the Premier League.
Yeah.
If I look at my situation, you know, I don't know what happened, but to find myself in this position that I'm in, I knew that the only way for me is to win these playoffs.
Yes.
So that I can at least...
But you've done that, bro.
Yeah, not ask anyone for any favor.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
it's really like the same
guarantee.
position that the coach at Swallows was, the same position that VIWE was. That's you now.
Yeah,
you need to win these
but
playoffs.
then it doesn't even go by age, you know.
Yes.
Because I'm only 25 right
Yeah,
now.
I'm still
you
very
see.
young.
So I could have said, I know what, something will come up. Something will come up, you know. And coming, I never thought I'll ever play Motsepe. But then it happened that in this situation, you know, football can do anything.
You know that ABC Motsepe League, no? Obviously at Sundowns I spent like a season playing with the Tigers team there. And there's a different level of hunger in that league. Because there's guys who are fighting for something. Yeah, NFT, you're fighting for promotion, fighting to keep yourself out of relegation. PSL is different stakes. Yeah. But there's a different level of hunger in the ABC. Yeah. There's a different level of intensity in that league. Yeah. Because like you say, you don't play on the perfect pitches every week. You're not playing on, you know, in stadiums every week. There's no people to support you, but you have to fight for yourself every week, you know? Yeah,
like I want to know that, you know, both of you, you played for Kaizer Chiefs, right? Super good level, even at the juniors. Like that's a super good level. Like how do you set your mind to be able to take all of that in? Like now I was, you know, at this level. Now I'm here. Now I have to adjust. Like doesn't that affect you somehow?
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
It's I think we managed to do well as a group in the development.
Oh man.
There were groups and there were groups, but there was just one particular group that we participated in, me and him.
For me, man, that's like one of the best teams I've ever seen in my life. Like anyway.
And it's sometimes as players we know that in our group, or even us in this room, we know that this one is the smart, this one smartest, you know, this one
you understand
hard worker, you know. But then you know that at the end of the year I'm going to pass. There are people that you know at the end of the year they're going to pass the grade. You know, then there are people that you like, we'll see what's going on. So with us in our team, it felt like everybody
was going through.
You know?
And that was a special thing. We had so much quality in that team. If I'm talking about from starting 11 all the way to our bench.
To the bench.
Even the guys who didn't even make the match day squad.
Still good.
We had quality. We were training at such a level. You can ask Shopane. Yeah. And I've told you this in the 352 blog, how we were beating the senior team at training. Yeah.
Almost every week.
I mean, E2 probably doesn't know this, but I came to a lot of your games because I was already friends with Tristan at the time, so I came to a lot of your games. Even when you won the Disky Shield, the final, I was there. I was like seated not so far from you. You were playing right, attacking.
On the right side.
Yes, I was.
And
I was not too far from
you. In that final was our first time beating Sundowns ever in the development.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I spent 7 years at Chiefs.
Yeah.
4 years in the development, but 3 years in the first team setup. Cool. So I got promoted by Steve Compella's time. You know? So for me, it was weird that out of 4 years that I spent in a development, today was the first time we beat Sundowns. The first time we beat Sundowns. It was the first. Even our coach at Zwane, it was the first time he won against Sundowns.
Wow.
And you know, we always had bad luck against them. I remember we played them at Tsakane Stadium,
against them.
Remember when we played them at Tsakane?
All the time.
We were 2-0 up going into the first half. I remember I got a red card in the first half, 20 minutes in or something. I think I saw the ref or whatever.
Go on.
I'm saying we conceded 3 goals, no? Maghalwa came and scored.
Came in.
Wow. Second half, Scored 3, we lost.
And we lost the game.
So that rivalry, like it exists in the development because Chiefs was playing Sundowns this past weekend. It's a GDL league.
Oh, okay.
I'm not very familiar with it, but that's what they were playing. And Chiefs has been winning games for like a while, but they came against Sundowns. There were like 4 divisions that were playing. Chiefs played 2 draws and they lost 2 times against Sundowns.
Yeah,
so that's not very new to you.
Yeah, it's not new. The rivalry between the 2 teams is it's there. You know, even us when we had to play Pirates. And, I think
that's the one we know.
Yeah,
those are my favorite games.
That's the one we know.
Derby days are the best days.
Yeah, that's the one we know.
The derby games are very nice because it's the same atmosphere.
It's the same, yeah.
It's the same feeling. It's the same hunger, you know. Both teams want to beat each other. And both teams really want to beat each other, you know. Even with coaches,
even if they know each other, but they really want to win the day. I was talking to Tristan earlier about like the feeling that you would get before a derby, and he said he had no jitters, no anxiety, nothing. As soon as he walks into the tunnel and then he sees the crowd, it spurs him on.
Those derby days,
Those derby days were full. It's very nice because the support is the same. You know?
I always just think of these things as like taking an exam. You know, with us, I mean, I didn't play soccer, right? I just went to school, studied like everyone else. And you would study for as much as you can and you would understand, you know, all the material. But the minute that the paper is here, or the anxiety, like it's like it's
but with the derby games, they were nice, man. They were very
we enjoyed them.
Because even when we had to play each other, score, you know, you feel the feeling, you know. And the senior team, it's, that one is not normal. Like, it's very amazing.
80,000 at FNB.
You know, in the senior team, they just want to win and they don't want any mistakes, you know. And
even if you win
for sure that in a game you can do mistakes. Man.
Yeah, you can.
Knowing that if I do this mistake and we lose, my career is over. You know, like literally your career is over. You know? But we had a very good team, to promise you, and the ones that are there right now, they all deserve it, you know.
They all
100%.
deserve it. Great.
100%.
You know, I had a similar conversation with Tristan some time back for 352, and he mentioned to me and he said he gets this question a lot of times. You know, people just they would come at him and they would ask, how does it feel being where he is? And then there's guys that you guys played with, like Abo Mashiane, you know, Mshini, Blom, all, you know, excelling in the first team. And the one thing that he said to me was that he's very happy for them because he knows the amount of work that all of you guys put in to be able to get there. And he has, you know, no other feelings except being happy for the guys.
It was very hard, you know, for you to get promoted at Kaizer Chiefs. I don't know what it takes. It's hard. And
it's a very hard thing.
And for them to actually say, come to our office, let's start paying you.
Yeah.
It's out of so many kids that are there, you know. The first time we signed contracts, I think it was me, Meiwa, Gezana, and Ngobo.
Yeah.
They were the first group, huh?
We were the first 4, you know. So sometimes I could ask myself that how can I train with this guy every day and he doesn't get anything, man, and I get something, you know.
So you could be playing in the same team but you have different contracts?
Not even different contracts. You can be playing in the team and not get anything.
My God.
At all.
How do you even continue, man, in that situation? Like, I'm sitting with you and I'm like, we went to eat nyama and Togo, and you've got all the money. You just paid for, like, you know, everything that we ate, and you got the money, and we play in the same team, and I don't have anything.
Hey,
that's how it was.
It's tough.
That's how it was.
Yeah.
It was like that.
And I've told you that story.
Yeah.
It was like that, and there's nothing you can do, because for you to get that contract, you need to impress the coach. So.
But is impressing the coach enough, though?
Sometimes.
I think it's what you do.
Yeah.
Because the 4 guys, we were the ones that always went to the national team.
Okay.
You know, and we got exposed to more, like, we got too much exposure, you know. We We managed to go to different countries.
You played AFCON with the national team.
I've played AFCON with the national team twice.
Twice,
with the under 20 and the under 23.
Yes, yes.
You know, so you get an opportunity to leave the country and go play overseas. You know, and for them, they feel like, this one we need to keep him. You know, this one let's pay him. Let's bind him with a contract, you know,
that experience is valuable. They feel like it's valuable.
Yeah, they feel like, okay, now you've proved yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's where they start taking you a little bit serious, you know, so, and for me, soccer for me, it was just a sport that I just liked to play after school. You know,
you always wanted to be a soccer player?
Rugby.
I was a rugby player.
Oh.
For a very long
That's
time.
why you're so quick. Is that why?
Jersey number 4.
This guy, he was really quick.
I really loved the rugby.
Yeah.
You know, I went to a rugby school. You know, I played rugby until matric, you know. And I was told to choose between the two, you know, when they wanted to promote me, you know.
Okay.
So that's when I started like, okay, let me just take soccer because like I'm in a better space.
In a better space, you know. I just finished school, you know, I'm getting money, so it's something. You know, like, it's not like I need to struggle first, you know. You're already there.
Yeah, I can get money. Like,
do you ever feel like maybe, you know, do you ever, I mean, think it to yourself, you wish you would have taken rugby over soccer?
I believe so. Hey,
for real?
I think if I had a chance to continue with rugby and not being like to be told to choose, I was never gonna stop, you know, until I get what I feel like I deserve. Yeah,
there's no ultimatum. You have just powered forward.
You know. So for me, rugby was giving me a lot. Was giving me school opportunities. You know, at Chiefs you get a lot of opportunities. You know, even at Chiefs you get school opportunities. You get so many things. But I believe that, you know what, I'm in a different situation. I'm from Soweto. Yeah. Now I'm playing rugby, you know, like
it is.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't
it doesn't make sense
at all.
You know,
It doesn't match at all.
Like my parents, they didn't like the idea of me playing.
If I'm your friend and like you're asking for advice from me and Sise Soweto,
you see,
you don't play rugby.
I felt like I had to change my whole life because I saw with the friends I used to hang out with, you know, I'd hang out with white boys, you see. So now it's like a change of scenario. Now I'm like, I'm not really enjoying the character that I have to play. Yes. You know, for rugby, because if I choose rugby, which means I must decide as in Nyavai.
So makes sense. Makes sense.
So for me, Chiefs, and you know, you get to meet different players with soccer. You know, maybe with rugby it's a few races. Maybe we get white, you know, colored. Yeah. Maybe at Kosakai, you know. So with soccer it's different. You know, we had an Indian guy in our team. You know, we struggled to have white guys in our team because of how we used to train. You know. We used to train very hard, difficult. Every day. So I don't think it was for them. It was going to work. It was going to work. So a lot of Soweto guys were there. You know, you get to learn different languages. You know, you get to see how other people, you know, their cultures and stuff. So in the soccer there was a lot of diversity. You know. So unlike in the rugby
and that was
side,
great for you.
And rugby excluded me from what I like to do with my friends. Because now I have to be at training every day because you almost train the whole day.
It didn't really align with
it didn't align with my life. You know? So that's why I was like, let me just take soccer.
And how many years did you spend at Chiefs?
I spent 7 years for
Oh my God. And I mean, you here you are, right? You spent 7 years of your life giving all you can to this one institution. And then one morning you wake up and you can't go back to like the same facility you were at yesterday. You can't go train with those guys that you've known for so long. Like, how do you take that? Was that hard for you?
I wouldn't say it's hard, man.
It was very hard when I left high school. Like, I really missed all my guys from high school. And I was going on to better things.
And the thing is,
but I really missed them.
I believe with me, in my 7 years,
Yeah.
I played for Cape Town All Stars.
Yes, yes.
I
many
went to
times did you go
Richards
out alone?
Bay. I went to Swallows.
Yeah.
I went to
Callies.
Highlands Park.
Pretoria Callies.
I went to Kelly. So in my 7 years, I managed to work with at least 2, 3, 4 companies.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, so I got used to training with other people.
Yes, you're used to it.
I got used to doing all of that, you know. And personally, I really, really enjoyed my time at Swallows.
Yeah.
That's why I even opted to take a second loan.
Yeah.
How many loan players did you guys have from Chiefs?
We had 4 there. It was me, Sizwe, Tibedi, and Rorwane. You see, and we all went back.
Yeah. TVD went back.
Yeah, we all went back.
But what happened with that situation where you guys, with the transfer window? Where you guys went back and you weren't able to be registered?
We went back to Swallows. We went back to Swallows. We trained with Swallows. Everything was okay. After our first game against Stellenbosch,
Yeah.
I was not in the team, you know, so I wanted to know from the coach that, okay, coach, what happened, you know, what can I do?
What does it mean not being in the team?
Not making the matchday
squad.
No matchday squad, yeah.
So it was like...
and you expected to?
Yeah, I felt like, yeah, man, I can...
From where you left off?
Yeah, from where
the
we
previous
left
season.
off.
But at that point you were playing consistently, yeah?
Yeah, I was playing, you know, every game, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, I felt like I needed to know, you know. So I went to the coach and I asked him, so what's happening? And I saw the coach a little bit different from the way he was.
The way you knew him.
With me personally.
Yeah.
You know, he started now telling me that I need to change my position. I need to play a different position. So him not knowing, at Chiefs I was playing right back.
Yeah.
So he wanted to take me to right back. You know, for his own reasons. You see. So I knew how to play right back, you know. So it was okay. I managed. I was okay, coach. Okay, fine. Second game, we played Celtics, which is a Royal AM right now.
Yeah.
So Celtics, I didn't make the team again, you know. So it's like, okay, I don't know what's going on. And then the manager called us. I went to the manager. It's like, hey, manager, what's happening? What number am I even wearing? Because I don't even know my jersey.
Yeah, you're not assigned anything.
You know, so the manager told us we are not registered yet.
How?
So
But the season is ongoing.
Yeah, the season is
crazy.
on. And also they told us we're not registered. Chiefs wants us back.
Oh.
Okay, I was like, oh, okay, fine. Had a call with Arthur, asked him, what's happening? The Swallows is telling us we're coming back. He's like, yeah, the boss will call you. Yeah. You know, which is Mr. Bobby. So Mr. Bobby called us. We went to the office. The team was still preparing to play the final because the CAF final.
The CAF final. Yep.
So we went to the office. We were told to be given a chance to be seen by Kevin Hunt. So, and we were told we have to, there's a friendly game because there's a FIFA break.
Yeah.
There was a friendly game on Saturday.
The ones that we don't see. Those kind of friendly
we
games.
closed those games,
Cool.
yeah. So there was a game. We had to participate in that game, you know, on a Saturday. But then before, we needed to get tested, you know, for COVID.
Yeah.
So that didn't happen. I think that didn't happen, and I had to call. Yeah, we never took our test.
You didn't.
So a Saturday came, that didn't happen. The boss told us he still needs go ahead from Coach Kevin. So
was Coach Kevin around at that time?
Yes, Coach Kevin was around.
Okay.
So Coach Kevin, he had his own issues with a particular player in our group.
Cool.
Which they both worked together at Vets.
Oh.
So he knew that.
He knew it from the onset.
Yeah, he knew
when he was told that he had to impress this particular guy that he's like at odds with.
Yeah, he really knew that.
There's no chance for him.
You know at that point.
That's terrible.
You know at that point.
You know, for him it's over. And I could feel it too, because I was not supposed to be in a group, you know, and my career is in jeopardy. You know, I feel like I was supposed to be alone in.
It has to be an individual situation. They have to be looking at you.
So for what happened to the three of us, because Tivedi stayed behind. What happened to the three of us? It wasn't nice because it was three people, you know, not knowing what we did, and there are things that have been done. Like there are contract negotiations, transfers, and all of that. That you, as an individual, you won't know about them.
You won't, yeah.
You know, so
who handles those things if you do not know anything about them?
Sometimes it's our agents, you know. Sometimes you know, sometimes you never know.
Yeah.
You know, so with us getting released, the Chiefs, it was, I think, a decision that was taken by one person, but we don't know that person.
Yeah.
Because in the meeting, you know, it's not just you, like the whole board is there.
Yeah.
So if one person says this, and obviously others have to say something, and if they all say, okay, this must happen, you know, so it can happen, you know. So for us, maybe me, Tristan, the ones that are not in the first team, and who played with the group, the young boys that are in there, I think the only difference between us and them is that they got a chance. We never did. We didn't get a chance.
And that's as simple as it is.
That's the only,
from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, that's the only difference.
That's as simple as it is.
As much as I managed to stay there, you know,
for a while.
And for my age, growing up at Chiefs, not thinking that I'll ever, I did get money from the team, you know, I did make a living, you know, from the team, you know, I started my life from the team, you know, whatever I have right now, maybe I can say 90%.
You can attribute it to the team. Yeah.
But then growing up at a team and someone being bought, it's two different things. I think overseas, the only difference is they love their own more than the ones that they come in. You know, they take care of their own better than the ones that they come in.
Especially
so I think it's not just, I would say maybe I'm saying that Kaizer Chiefs is doing that, but I think as South African
it's a general
football,
South African thing.
Yeah,
it is a South African thing.
I can give you another example with, like in like corporate. I work in in a corporate environment. If you start off as an intern, and then we look at like the scale at which you are paid at, you can grow up in the company and acquire maybe the same the same knowledge that I do, but you'll find that a lot of the guys that are coming up as interns, they don't climb up the levels quick enough. But if I come from outside, I get paid a lot better. My level of employment is a lot better. I think it's like a general South African.
It's a general. So for sports wise, I believe you can't not love what you built.
Yeah.
It
makes no sense really.
Yeah, I don't think.
Very true.
With us, you need, when I used to, the first time I played with Ngobo, he was very, very small.
He was there
very
with
small,
the big head.
Small. And he never played even. He was always on the bench.
Yeah.
I think he was 13 or 14 at the time.
He was very tiny.
So he was very small. So I look at him now, I'm like, Zwane can say, this is my product.
And he protects him.
He can say, wherever machine he can go, Zwane can say, this is my product. Wherever I go, he can say, 2 million is my product. Wherever he goes, he can say, Tristan is my product. So I don't think, as a coach, yes, you have the power, but I don't think you have that whole power.
Yeah, you don't. You don't have total control.
You don't, yeah.
Yeah, you know. So I think maybe if that board, the office loves you, things will work out for you. But it's not about them, because I don't think they can see you. They don't come to training every day.
Yeah,
they don't.
It's the coach that does.
Yeah, the coach is there. So if the coach goes to the office and say, I have 11 players and they are all good, but only 4 only 4 remains behind. So what did he say about the other boys? What happened with the other boys? What was said about them? Because it doesn't, okay, I wouldn't say it doesn't make sense, but it has to make sense to you.
Yes.
That, how did I fail there? You know, knowing that how you failed at a particular place, you can take full responsibility for that. So for me, I don't know. There's nothing I can say.
There's nothing else
you know, I'm not a corrupt boy. I'm not ill-disciplined. You know, I'm always at training, you know. So for me, so I took soccer as, I'm not saying I'm the best or I'm a very good soccer player, but I know that if I don't work hard, I won't meet the potential I want to get to. But there's players that can just wake up, wear soccer boots, and get to an awesome potential, you know, be brilliant. But then that brilliant player needs someone else, you know, and doesn't really need to be a brilliant player also, but it can be someone that can make everything work. We were in a team that was very good, but not everybody was as equal.
Yeah, not everyone's in the same level.
Yeah, but one thing is that we all worked at the same level.
You know, at the same
level, same intensity.
Same frequency,
You know, so you knew your strengths, you knew your weaknesses, so you had to improve on your strengths so that your weaknesses don't show up. You know.
With the Itiski Shield, was that the only trophy that you guys won?
Yes, it was,
I don't know, did you guys win anything with Ace?
No.
You
were
the
first time winning something.
That's like the only trophy that you guys won, and you were the player of the tournament.
Yeah, I was.
You won the award, the PSL awards.
Don't remind me.
Oh, you were both nominated for the thing.
You know, that night, friends, listen here, bro.
Yeah.
So that night, right, I remember we were, where was the PSL awards? In Santon, no?
You were suited. I remember you were always
suited
black.
out. It was me, Given,
him,
and
Shini.
Yes.
And now, like, me and Itu met when I was 17. We met at the NIKKI
the NIKKI Challenge. Yes. He told me the story.
And I remember me and him were top 2.
He beat you to it.
I don't know, you beat Itu.
We had to score 2 goals.
Yeah, he finished both. So I think I chopped Monibo Itu.
Yeah, it was Monibo.
And I missed the crossbar. So he took the trophy home. That trophy was like the same size as him.
Yes.
So then I told him when we got to the PSL awards, I told him,
this
is my one now.
And he beat you again.
Not knowing this guy went for a photo shoot in the week. They had already confirmed the winner for the photos. And he didn't want to tell me. He didn't want to tell me.
I went to the awards knowing that I won.
Wow. So this is like a soccer player thing. Soccer players are like super secretive.
No, you just didn't want to tell me.
No,
he told everybody else.
Yeah.
He told everybody else.
Oh, but he just didn't want
he didn't want to tell me.
I wanted it
he was playing with my feelings.
To be nice.
Yeah.
Don't lie. You lie now.
I was told to come for a photo shoot at Multi-Choice. I get there, I get a setup like this. You know, I get there, they tell me, here's your trophy, the Multi-Choice Discus Challenge tournament, the play of the tournament. And I was like, okay, then that's good.
Didn't you send me a video?
There were things, I think I took.
Yeah, you took a video or something.
All of that, you know, a little bit of snaps. And the awards came. TWENTYONE was nominated for Player of the Season that time. And I knew that he didn't win, you know. He's
because you knew who was there.
Yeah, I knew who was there. The Golden Arrows boy was with me there that day. You know, so I didn't even tell him.
You had to act surprised.
But you know what was so fantastic at that awards, right?
Yeah.
Was that there was no group of young players at that awards like us.
Oh.
And when we walked in there, we were the only
You had
Chiefs
a lot
players
of
per se at the awards.
Yes, you had a lot of nominations.
Yeah, for Kaizer Chiefs, we were the only players.
We were with the chairman. The chairman was there.
No, so that was nice, you know, winning that, you know. Personally, I believe that, you know, for where I'm at right now, I can say my CV does look good. You know,
it looks good.
It does look good, you know, because, you know, when I was at Zwane, I won the league and we qualified for Olympics, you know, at Egypt, you know, getting the 3rd place, you know, and the tournament was hard, you know. We were playing against countries that all players in that 23-man squad, they don't even play in Ivory Coast. You know, you get our South Africans, there's only 4 that play overseas.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard, you know. You're playing with players that are they're mentally ready, you know. You can see the way they pass, the way they move. So for us, and the level of training in South Africa and overseas,
it's not the same.
Very different.
It's really not the same, you know. I don't think even coaches are the same.
Yeah.
You know, so we train differently. I've never worked with a coach that's like Zwane, you know. He's very hard. He's a very difficult coach, you know, and you know personally that I can do my best and I can do anything. I can do the amazing things. That guy will never
it's hard to impress that guy.
He
keeps a straight face.
He will never be pleased.
But you know, I always said, and I said it that other day.
Yes,
was that he drove the best out of us.
Yeah.
You know, his backline, you would never ever compliment us as a backline. We played 5.
Yeah.
Always saying, Tia, MQADI, me, Blom, Shopane.
Yeah.
Right? He would never ever talk to us, wouldn't compliment us, nothing. When we talk to his attacking players, get in the box, finish, get in the box, finish. But I tell you, that backline, we kept clean sheets.
A lot of them.
The amount of assists Itu got.
Oh man, he was bombing. Like
and everything was just 45 into the box, finish.
We gave our best, you know.
Yeah,
for sure.
But you know, working with a man like that, it's hard. You know, you go home angry.
Do you get a lot of coaches like that?
No,
not really. Brendan Truth is one of the sweetest coaches I've worked with. The ones I have right now, they're very polite, but you know, like I said, they're ambitious. You know, so they have that little bit of drive.
Yeah.
You know, that they can take out of you. You know, they just need the same players to be in the same mentality. You know. So us going to the Clear Africa, I believe that, you know, maybe the mentality will now be linked in the same level. That, okay, you know what, guys, we're a step away from the Premier League. Like literally, we're a step
going
away.
into the Clear Africa Championship, like that's your goal. You wanna?
Yeah, I really want. This is, you know, sometimes in life it's nice to have something that you've created for yourself. You know, unlike. They like to say it's not nice to be comfortable, but I look at it as a safe place.
Yes.
Besides you coming out of your comfort zone will keep you safe. Unlike you want to go challenge the world and you meet evil people outside there, you meet people who promise you the world. You meet people who make favors, who tell you what you need to hear, you know. Unlike being at a place where you know that from this I do this, from this I do this, and from this I do this. So that's what maybe I look at La Masia as a place where I can create a home for myself.
And you can create a legacy.
And you know, for me, someone can say your home is Kaizer Chiefs. Okay, what do I have to show for that? You know, so one thing Zwane told us was that we can all play professional, but doesn't mean we'll all play for Chiefs.
Yeah.
So for me, I took that and I made peace with it, that in the sense that no matter what, I'll always be a professional footballer, but
I don't necessarily have to do it through Kaizer Chiefs.
Do it with Kaizer Chiefs. So I can be happy in football, I can win something in football, but not with Kaizer Chiefs, but with other teams, So
cool.
For me, that's something that I just believe.
You sound like someone that has like embraced the pressures that come with being a professional player. With Tristan a lot, he gets a lot of abuse online, right? A lot of online abuse. Do you get the same? Or do you not even care about it?
I'm a little bit...
You're chilled?
Yeah, a little bit chilled. So
a lot of people talk about this guy. They talk about
him. He didn't move from Chiefs to Sundowns.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that kind of makes sense.
He did a very surprising
Like,
move.
I can post something about... I can post a picture where I'm like, hanging out with him. I know in like 3-4 tweets, there's going to be an insult that comes through. I mean, it seems to,
So he went to Sundowns and we were in pre-season that time.
How did you feel about that? You understand?
It was shocking because I didn't expect it, you know. So, it was shocking because I was already in the first team that time.
You guys went to Maize Cup?
Yeah, we were at Poch for pre-season.
For pre-season,
Oh, pre-season.
We needed a left centre back and they were looking at bringing him, but there were office problems that I didn't know about,
Yes.
But they were obviously office problems,
And you also knew that that's the guy that needs to come in.
We all knew that he's coming. Like, even the team knew that he's coming.
Even us as fans? Like, that's what
I don't know, maybe that...
Like, I'll speak from a fan perspective. We all knew that he had to be there. We wanted it to happen.
Yes.
Same as you did.
Same, yeah. So... it just happened that one morning we meet in the dining where we used to eat our breakfast as a team. Then they told the guys that got promoted, all development guys that got promoted to the senior team, to stay behind. Outside, and they showed us a picture of him.
With Pizzo.
Yeah, so I didn't know what to say.
You couldn't believe it?
Yeah, I didn't know anything.
Did you feel betrayed, maybe?
Yeah.
For me,
it's okay.
For us, we were happy for him because he was going to get money.
Yes,
that was the most important thing, making a move that will give you a living. And for Chiefs, knowing how it was going to be difficult for him to go through that break, because we went through that break. So I told him straight, hey, my man, it's hard there.
And also for the type of for the type of move that Sundowns gave him, it was going to be very hard for him to get like the same thing at Kaizer Chiefs. So for you, it was like, it makes sense.
Yeah, it really made sense. I was talking to TNT, I think the same day about it.
Yeah.
I think at the time we were like, the three of us were close.
Yeah.
Me, him, and TNT. So yeah, he didn't say much, but looking at him on how he got in at Chiefs and how he managed to be where he is right now is because he had a powerful agent, and he didn't go through what we went through. He has Jasmine as his agent, so Jasmine is like the best agent in the country. So for him, it was nice for him, but for other players, you're not allowed to have an agent there. You negotiate with your mom. Your mom will agree to anything.
Would you be an agent one day?
Nah, I'm okay.
You don't think so?
Nah,
like the minute that you're done with football, you're done.
Then maybe I'll go and coach rugby.
And coach. Or you still have the love for it.
Oh,
nice one. Nice one. Tristan said to me he doesn't want anything to do with football. You still feel that way?
You never know.
We're still young.
You never know.
That's a funny thing. We're still young, but...
We're still young. We have so much to do.
It takes so much out of you.
Yeah.
It takes so much out of you.
I always tell Shopane that I have respect for me and him in that team that we had as the under-23s at that time. Because we weren't the ones always spoken about.
Yeah, but we were always there.
We were always there and we always worked hard,
Yeah.
And for Shopane as my brother, firstly, I'm proud of him for what he's doing out there. I'm proud of the strength he shows as a player and as a man, and I'll always show him that. I'll always show him love and respect, because I've grown up with him. He's grown with me. We've seen good things, we've seen bad things, we've seen everything. But he's never changed the way he's been with me. He's down to earth, you know. And I'm so happy that he's down today and he's able to speak and share these things with us, you know. So, no, I'm just happy that you're here. Yeah, I'm happy that you got to speak to us about this stuff, though.
Yeah, you know, when like we don't get a chance to say anything because you're scared that maybe something might happen. But you know, sometimes, as much as I'm here, maybe a whole lot of players are going through that today. You know, if you look at how many players they've been released in the PSL, and it's not even end of June.
For sure.
You know, so it's a lot. I think it's over 40 players. So if you're sitting down asking yourself that, what's my next move? Because 2 months, 3 months down the line, I don't have income anymore. Yeah. You know, and you have things to pay, you know, because football money is a lot, you know, and you can make a good living out of it, you know. And if you start saying, okay, now I need to buy myself a house and all of that, and
then you
don't get a team.
Clifford Mulenga, same situation.
Yeah, and his story was all over the news, you know, and the papers. Yeah. So for him, you know, it's hard.
It's hard. I can't
in a foreign
imagine.
Country.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even earn as much money as footballers earn, but I can't imagine myself out of work, bro. Like, I really cannot.
Football is filled with a whole lot of uncertainty. You know, but it's also a beautiful journey.
Yeah.
You know, when you win things, when you work hard for something, you know, it all pays off. And again, no, I just want to thank you, Shops, for coming on, dog.
Yeah, you know.
It really is a pleasure to have you here. Seriously, I know Prince wanted to speak to you for a long time.
For a very long time.
I think he was more eager to speak to you than me, than anybody.
There's a guy that I was chatting to Tristan about earlier on, who's like very passionate about youth products. I'm like the same with Kaizer Chiefs youth products. So even yesterday when I heard, I mean, I was watching the games, but I was watching the other La Masia. When I heard that you won, I was like super happy for you.
Hey, let me know first thing.
I sent them the message and I was like, ET just won the playoffs with La Masia. So I have, you know, the same amount of love for like, you know, all Kaizer Chiefs youth products. And, you know, for me, like, you're one of the guys. As I was saying, I was right there on the wing with you when you were tearing it up. So I have, you know, these very good memories of you playing. And, you know, I'm really happy that this is happening for you.
You know, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And like I said, it's
thanks, boys.
Like I said, like it's nice that I managed to come back. Yeah. You know, cause.
So it's a year.
Yeah, man. That's something, you know, when Mashiane sent me a message, Happy.
Oh, nice.
You know, Happy said to me, we need to change our lifestyles. I think we are a generation that can change everything. And, you know, in this country, maybe football, if you look at maybe all soccer players' downfalls, that they really made it, you know, women, alcohol, you know, unnecessary spendings, you know, like doing better in those things, you know, so that we stay in the game longer. You know, if you look at Parker, you know, when you saw Parker Chiefs, you know, he's a true player, he's a true professional.
His longevity
true professional.
Is like impressive.
And I think that's all right.
True professional, that guy.
We have to set the path for the younger guys coming through.
Yeah, you know,
we have to set the path for those guys.
Yeah, because not a lot of us are still playing in that group. Because if there's so many guys that just decided to just say, you know what, I'll just play if someone says come and play. You know, they don't have the hunger and the drive anymore. But like for us, it's different. You know, this this thing that happened yesterday, it gives me a different mentality that, you know what, I haven't shifted from this whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, my heart is still there.
You're still in the same drive.
So that's the most important thing. As soon as your heart leaves what you love, or like what you love to do, that's a problem.
It's over for you.
You won't do your job nicely.
Yeah.
You know, so many things can change
because
of how you feel. But for me, it's still the same feeling. You know, I still want to do better. I still want to do good. And yeah, I still have the same mentality. I never changed. So it's just that the opportunity maybe it's not right now, but
yeah, eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Mentality is everything.
Yeah, and all the best in the upcoming season. We'll be seeing a lot of you on our screens. And I really just hope to see you, you know, every game. And we'll be rooting for you. We'll be rooting for you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Dog.
Thank you very much, dog.
Thanks. Gents, like, comment, subscribe.
Man.
I spent a great afternoon with my brother. Go follow us on High Press Talk. Go make sure you follow Pixel Nation Inc. Subscribe on YouTube. Let's get this thing going, man. We are the players. We run culture, baby. Yes, sir.
Man, I really enjoyed this.